Are the Cowboys under the most pressure to advance this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. You look at everything that's actually materialized over the time since Mike McCarthy got hired, and also Dak getting his new deal, and you look at this particular situation with the Cowboys and where they are, where everybody expected them to be at this point of the season, or at least having an opportunity to get into the playoffs. So when you look at this team, the way that they played this year, and Mike McCarthy is my focus here, because I'll go back all the way to the opening press conference. This is exactly what he was brought here to do. This is at least what Jerry had in mind about signing a former Super Bowl winning caliber coach. So to lose in week one would be a disappointment about the process that started a couple years ago. It would be a disappointment of what abysmal season that this team had last year, albeit because of injuries and an unstable coaching situation on the defensive side of the football. So if you get a first round exit in this season, and I know the opponent is formidable, I know the 49ers are a really good football team, but this is about the Dallas Cowboys and their process and how they've done things over the past 2 years. You got your quarterback signed under a deal. You got the head coach that you think is a Super Bowl caliber head coach. You drafted a guy that literally changed the face of your defense in Micah Parsons. So if they lose in the first round, all of those things will be called into question. But more importantly, is Mike McCarthy the guy for the job? So yeah, they have the most pressure to get it done in week one.
No, the most pressure this week is the Los Angeles Rams. I want to make myself very clear. This is the biggest game of Matthew Stafford's career.
Facts.
And if he wins, next week will be the biggest game of his career. This is a legacy-changing 4 or 5 week stretch for Matthew Stafford. They have to get out of this round. We all know that they went all in this offseason, right? Traded Jared Goff, traded all the picks. They've obviously had a fantastic season. They win their division. The quarterback was in the MVP race, all of that. But all these moves were made to go win the Super Bowl, not to just win Wild Card Weekend, but to win the Super Bowl. This is the biggest game of Matthew Stafford's career. This is the potential to go on a Hall of Fame run. Now, if we look at these rosters, I was just thinking about this, fella, like, dude, the Rams got 7 first-rounders out of their starting 22. 7. I think they got 6 guys that are top 15 picks. They got a defensive player of the year, an Aaron Donald, and an MVP candidate every single year. Jalen Ramsey is a defensive player of the year candidate basically every year. Odell Beckham, first-round pick, one of the best ever. Matthew Stafford, a #1 pick. Sony Michel, a first-round pick. And Von Miller is a Super Bowl MVP. Like, the Cowboys have a lot of pressure. I get that. And Dak Prescott has a lot of pressure. But their arrow, I feel, as an organization, just being honest, is pointing up. You got to be very encouraged with where the Cowboys are heading organizationally for the future. It is win or bust for the Los Angeles Rams. They did not do all that stuff. Sean McVay did not put, kind of his name on the line this offseason when he said, I got to go get Matthew Stafford. Like, this is not... This is a football team that was put together. They mortgage the future. They do not care about the picks. There's a saying blank those picks. Like, they did not give all those picks up to have a dicey game and to not win the wild card weekend. I mean, there's no question there's pressure on the Cowboys. I don't even think it's close that the most pressure this weekend has to be on the Los Angeles Rams, has to be on Sean McVay, and it absolutely is on Matthew Stafford.
I see what you're saying. I mean, they did definitely trade the farm for Matthew Stafford, but I mean, if the Cowboys were to lose, I can't imagine anyone thinking that any part of their season was a success.
But here's what it goes back to for me, Marcus.
Go ahead, Dan.
In August, or back into August, September starts. If you had told Cowboys fans and everybody in the Cowboys, hey, you're going to win your division, you're going to win 12 games, Dak's going to be comeback player of the year, he's going to throw for almost 40 touchdowns, and you're going to host a playoff game, they'd be like, great. That is a successful season. That is exactly where we want to be trending. If you told the Los Angeles Rams that they lost Wild Card Weekend, everybody would say what a massive disappointment that, because not only does it end this season, this team doesn't have really anything to build with moving forward. They got to win this weekend.
Dio, you're absolutely right about where you're coming from with the Rams, and I look at how the pressure has built over the course of a season, and you think about where they are. You know, I said this before the season started that McVay was the head coach under the most pressure in the NFL. So I understand where you're coming from, but when I look at Dallas, I really think about and what I've respected. Everybody, talk about me being in my feelings. They have the more formidable opponent. And that's why I put the pressure on them to get out of week one. They have the team that everyone thinks and everyone sees the ability to dominate in games in which how they play. So I took a little football context in there as well. The opponent mattered to me. I don't think anybody in LA think that they're going to lose to the Arizona Cardinals. I know a lot of people think the Dallas Cowboys are going to lose to the San Francisco 49ers. So when I look at that particular situation, but overall arching, and I know this is a debate show and we're supposed to disagree, but when you put it in context about the Rams and what they've done, even years before getting Matthew Stafford, because remember, they gave away picks for Jalen Ramsey as well. They had a whole plan to get all of these things done. So overarching, yes, that's the team that the microscope has been on since they've made a couple of moves even before Matthew Stafford. And I understand where you're coming from. My thought process was everybody talking about the 49ers, what they do well. The Dallas Cowboys should lose this game because the 49ers play a certain brand of football. And I brought that into the equation with the opponent that the Dallas Cowboys have to play in week one.
You know who's another team that I think is right in the conversation is the Buffalo Bills. I mean, this was supposed to be their year. They had such a great year last year. New England's rebuilding. They took a first-round rookie quarterback who no one thinks can play, and they've got really an MVP caliber guy, and they won the division. I think there's a ton of pressure on Buffalo also to win this weekend and kind of start getting, I don't want to say getting, trend back towards that AFC championship caliber football team. I just, with after paying Josh and again, New England kind of being down, could you imagine Buffalo losing this game at home against the New England Patriots and everyone sitting back going, here comes 20 years of that again?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.